Welcome back to Chasing Whiskey.
I'm James.
And I'm Terry. And where are we at this week, James?
This is episode number 9, and you are in for a treat.
Am I?
Well,
what do we have?
I'm not sure, actually. I'm excited to do the unveiling. So this is my week to buy, so Terry doesn't know how much it costs. And we have, I don't know how to say this, Aberfeldy.
Fantastic.
All right, so haven't read anything about the bottle or anything because we want to go into this blind, test our palates. Second favorite part coming up.
First favorite part's the drinking.
What was our question last week?
You were supposed to do a little research on what was like single malt, what was all that.
I started.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm sure there's lots to cover, so we'll do a bit and we just learn a little bit of the jargon, a little bit of the terminology, and anyway,
ready for
excite
this?
Excite us.
Da-da-da.
Oh, it's pretty.
How about that?
Every bottle has been a different shape. That's fantastic.
Very cool. We gotta do a little close up of this. How is that for a? I don't even know. It's definitely stubby. It's like
at the top, it's stubby. It's got a nice thick base at the bottom. It's got some etching here with the distillery name.
Aberfeldy,
I think. I don't know.
Aberfeldy. This is my favorite bottle.
Is it really? Yeah. It's very nice.
It is very cool looking.
And I like the little neck has some nice writing on it. And
it looks like it has a super fat cork.
Yep. All right. Well, why don't I open it up? Since you opened last week's.
So the color is. It's very caramelly. It's like a bourbonish color.
It's darker than most of the other scotches we've had. This is a scotch, right? I remember you. Yeah, okay. So it's a Highland single malt scotch whiskey, and you can tell us what that means. But yeah, so it's definitely darker than wheat. Probably, like you say, maybe a bit caramelly. But yeah, all right. So shall I pour us? Here we go.
Oh, that's ginormous.
It is. That's what she said. All right.
So I can smell it from here.
Yeah, you can. It's actually quite strong. It's nice. What do you think of the color in the glass? Shall we show? It is a lot darker than...
It's very pleasant. Aesthetically, I think I prefer the lighter ones. It's interesting. Not that it matters at all.
I know. It's funny. I was excited for the darkness of the bourbon because it was a bourbon.
Right.
But for the scotches, I agree. I like the lighter.
So what do you smell?
Floral, maybe.
Definitely on the sweet side.
A little sweet, yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, that's nice. What was the percentage? I didn't look.
I'm not sure. It's warmy feeling.
Yeah, it's only 40. It doesn't have a big bite to it in terms of any kind of alcohol bite.
No.
But there is a little tiny bit of a spicy aftertaste. Do you find that?
Yeah. I always think of the taste kind of going like this, and some have kind of that different bitterness or harsh. I don't detect any of that. It's just a smooth.
It's definitely smooth, but I definitely have different tastes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I'm swallowing it and when it's aftertaste, like when it's in your mouth and when it's not. Different taste for sure.
It's got
and some of them are consistent. This is not consistent. It's smooth, but it's definitely different.
It's a complexity.
Okay, yeah. We don't know if that's the right word, but it sounds good.
Well, I know now that when I take a drink of a whiskey that's kind of just plain, it is single dimensional to me.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but definitely a complexity here.
Yeah. No, it's very nice. There's a little bit of sweetness. It's not super sweet.
So as you continue to analyze that,
you know what? I don't like peaty scotch. No, I don't like peaty scotches. And there's just, I don't know if it's a peat, but there's a hint of earthiness in here. that's not overpowering. And I'll be interested to know if it does say anything about peat or if it's just me picking something up that's a little bit more
I could see that.
Earthy.
I could see that.
And so if this is the beginner's...
Are we crazy? Let us know.
I have no idea.
Okay, so...
But I'm enjoying this.
I was supposed to research a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I think I forgot after I looked at what small batch whiskey was.
Okay.
So I know a little bit about small batch whiskey, and there's a lot to know.
Okay.
In fact, it can mean a lot of things.
Okay.
So a distiller, there's no standards around small batch.
Oh, so it's just marketing jargon?
It can be. I mean, just like anything, most distillers kind of stay true to a small batch. But if a batch were, normally 300 barrels, they could do 250 and call it small batch.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Now, I think most small batch whiskeys are like 20 to 100 barrels.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of them are blended. So folks will kind of, maybe for special occasions, they'll try to come up with a blend in a small batch with a taste profile that they're looking for.
So what does the blend mean? What do you mean when you say blend?
Like from different whiskeys that they have on hand.
So from the still, they take from different stills to put into a barrel, or they take from different barrels to put in a bottle?
I think from different barrels into a bottle.
Okay.
Please correct me.
All right, why don't you pour us another?
That's really good.
And we'll add water to this one and see if we can haul out any more notes or any more flavors.
Okay.
And then we'll read. And we'll see how absolutely pathetic
that is. Such a fat bottle. It's a two-hander.
That's what she said.
It's a good one. Ooh, there we go. Now look at that.
I know, it's thick. So many opportunities. All right, grab the water. Let's top ourselves up here a bit and see if we can.
So I typically take just 3 works for me.
Yeah, fine, that's fine.
And to you. We'll let that breathe for a minute.
There.
Yeah, so it's got a nice decorative emboss on the bottom. I like the Aberfeldy. I wish I knew how to say that. Okay. Founded in 1898. That's incredible. And it's
the history is impressive.
And it's a 12-year.
I can't wait till we can travel and go to distilleries and learn the history that way. I mean, it's a little something that reading the history on the box and the tube is one thing, but going and learning.
Backpack and just learn about whiskey.
Yeah, only a fool has to be uncomfortable. We'll hotel it. I'm picking up even more floral now.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. If it doesn't say floral, I'll be shocked because I don't think I've noted floral before at all. And this is very florally, if that's a thing.
And again, I think I'm going to prefer the water. Yeah, here we go.
Cheers. Amazing. A little bit of water changes
it. Just changes it completely.
Yeah. And not that it wasn't good. It's different. And
it mellows it.
It does mellow it.
3 drops.
I know. It's actually science.
It's shocking. Shocking. Okay, I'm going to read this.
All right. Well, first of all, before you take out even a glance at the words, are there any other flavors that you taste?
Oh, it's hard.
I know. Other than a little bit of earthiness or peatiness. And not that that's the dominant thing at all. It's very, very subtle. It's just that it's not something I typically like, and I'm finding it's there just a bit, but not in a way I don't like.
It has a bitterness on the back of my tongue at the finish.
At the finish, yeah.
Which I like. Because I don't like a whiskey that's just sweet. I like something that's got
a bit of yeah.
Okay.
Now that's good. All right. Tell us, how horrible did we do?
Scottish alchemy. Turning water, barley, and yeast into liquid gold is simpler when the stream tumbling towards you contains that precious metal. Built on land famous for deposits of gold, our distillery has welcomed travelers to taste its treasure since 1898. So it's made from water
Where there
that
was
has
gold.
gold.
But it has any tasting notes?
I don't know what gold tastes like.
I don't know what gold tasting like either, but other tasting notes on the front.
I think I remember there was an alcohol that had gold flakes in it.
Yeah, I forget what it's called. It's gonna. Now you guys are gonna.
We lose our fair share to the angels. Mellowed for 12 years in handmade oak casks, this smooth, sweet dram offers rich rewards for those who like to dig deeper. And that is all we have. The bottle is numbered, which is interesting.
Yeah, I noticed that too
it's
when you were turning it.
2905 at the bottom. So I guess this is not small batch. It's very interesting. 40% alcohol. And found day 1846.
So there's no real tasting notes on the tube.
By appointment to Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth.
It is good.
Scotch Whisky Distillers.
There we go. No tasting notes, so I can't tell how horrible or good I did. But that's okay. We'll look it up.
Maybe you guys can help.
Yeah.
What do you taste? Have you tried this? Are there other Aberfeldy whiskeys?
Oh, I'm sure there are, but
that we should try.
If we can get them.
Yes. But yeah, I think it's a great addition, which brings up the big question: would you buy it again?
Okay, so would I buy it again? It's one of these things where I'm starting to, because we have so many now, think, would I buy it compared to something else? I'm going to try to not do that. Would I buy it again? Yes. Now, that's knowing it's under $100. Would I pay $100 for it? Or even $90? Probably not. It is in a tube. It is nice. I just said I wasn't going to compare it to others, and I just compared it to others with math when I said I wouldn't probably pay that much. There are other ones that I find were better so far, but it is very good. The problem is I've liked most of them. There was one that I said wouldn't buy again so far. I would buy this again. Hit me. How much was it?
I would buy it again too.
Right.
This actually was awarded 24 gold medals.
From people who know what they're doing more than
International Wine and Spirits Competition. Although that was 2005, Aberfeldy, you're living in the past. It had medals from 05, 07, and 12.
12's not that long ago, really,
from Belgium.
in spirits world.
From Belgium. Oh, it's on the River Tay in the Central Highlands of Scotland. A stone's throw from the birthplace of our founder and pioneer of blending, John Dwyer. I think I've heard that name before. And it's got a picture of the engine that brought the barley. It's the Puggy engine.
Originally or still?
Probably originally.
Yeah, okay.
But it's got a very interesting, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is, yeah. The box or the tube is stunning. It shows an old distillery look, and
I wonder if
river
that is their actual distillery. Very cool. Okay, so for price.
Price, what are we looking at? You had it covered.
$59.99.
Yeah, no. In a tube.
In a tube.
In Canada. Yeah, I would buy that again for sure. I knew I would anyway, but that at that price point, absolutely. No question. That
always makes me wonder, like, how do these folks make, how is it worth it to, do everything and age it for 12 years?
Yeah,
and
the first few must be a huge loss, the first few years. And then I would suspect that after a while, it's above volume, right? Because, if it takes 12 years to get a great spirit out, those first 12 years have got to be a little lean. But hey, here's to the entrepreneurs, right? Really. I like it.
That is, that's really good.
Yeah, it is. It's very good. And I like it that it's smooth, and I like that it's not consistent. Like the consistent ones are nice and they're easy to drink, but there's no depth, there's no change, there's no.
You can.
And the fact that this moves along with you, and it's different when you take a first sip and a swallow and the aftertaste.
Something to enjoy.
Yeah, no, it's very nice. I like that. And I guess it all depends on your mood and what you want to do, and whether you're having it with food or just having it with having it, in the evening, what have you. What do we need to know for next week, James? Anything you want to sink on me as a lesson that I can only half
Well,
do?
How about what are the major regions in Scotland?
Yeah, sure. I'd love to know that. I was hoping we'd do that right before we got to travel, but we'll learn now and then maybe travel later.
So for episode 10, I think we were gonna.
Well, it's 11 that we want to do the difference.
Right.
Yeah.
But we wanted to include something potentially peaty.
Oh, I got a bottle.
Okay.
I got it down there. I'll haul that out next week.
Okay.
And we'll give it a try and see what we think.
And then, if you've gotten this far, come back for week 11.
And we'll pick our favorite. Not that we should put any
10.
stock in our favorite.
But we've come a long way.
But we've had a collection. Yeah.
We've come a long way.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about my own collection, like how I want it to shape up. And do I want...
Yeah, would you have gone the path we went? We probably wouldn't have, gone to every region if you're doing it yourself. But I think that's a good way to do it.
I think it's a good, obviously we need to try the different regions of Scotland.
Yeah.
Just because that's
the history. Yeah, absolutely.
And we wanted to bring in a rye and a bourbon.
And we did that.
And the Canadian.
Yeah.
I
think it'd be interesting. I mean, I know what you mean.
As far
like
as your own collection.
Yeah, and how many do you want on the shelf at any one time?
Like if you were going to do a 5-bottle collection.
Oh gosh.
Or a 3-bottle collection. Like how do you do that? How do you pick that?
That 3 bottle's not a collection. That's just consuming alcohol.
I think you could have a 3 for your different moods.
Yeah, no, I would agree that having like a bourbon and a strong Scotch and a light Scotch.
If I'd have a bourbon in
I
my
would.
3.
Oh, for the bonfire? Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, I'm going to pour myself a little more.
Okay, I'm almost there.
I'll pour you a little more. We'll put some water in. We'll say cheers and we'll say goodbye. It's good.
Yeah, I've got no problem recommending that one. Good job.
Yeah, no.
Aberfeldy.
Yeah, absolutely excellent. I'm glad you bought it. I know why you bought it.
Yeah, the tube.
Tube under $100. Sold.
I'm a simple man.
Yeah. The only time we bought something that wasn't in a tube or a box is because we were trying to find certain regions.
In fact,
put it up.
You read my
I was going to put it up. Yeah. There we go. Oh,
nice shirt, by the way.
Let me see what you got on.
Same one.
Same
one.
You got so many, you got to switch it up.
Yes.
Maybe I should give you more notice.
This is my daily wear.
It is nice. It's actually one of my favorite.
Yeah?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'll make a watch guy of you, yeah.
The little bit of hint of green is actually really nice.
Love the green.
That in a blue.
Green is very in style.
Yeah, a
right
little
now.
nautical, right? So a little blue for me would be good.
Yeah.
Anyway, see you next week.
Cheers.
Cheers.